Me now is Tiffany Shedd. She owns a farm in Pinal County, Arizona, and she sees the influx of immigration playing out every day on the front line. She's also running for Arizona Attorney General. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
So your farm is in Eloy. That's just north of the southern border. What kind of activity are you seeing in the area?
So actually, we're about 90 miles north of the southern border. And, you know, in my opinion, this isn't about immigration. This is about drug smuggling. This is about human trafficking and bringing a lot of fentanyl. And we are seeing massive amounts of military-aged men wearing carpet shoes that, you tie to your feet so you do not create footprints. It's disrupting our community. People are afraid to call the police. We have cartel in every area of our community, because if it's from drugs to trafficking to petty crime, those are revenue streams for them. And this is going to be an untenable amount of lawlessness down here. And so, we've had situations where people who work for us, who are here legally in the United States, come to us as employers, I also farm, and say, hey, can we have an advance on our paycheck? Because cartel has kidnapped whoever in Mexico, and they're going to kill him if I don't send him $2,000 or whatnot. We have farmers down here who can no longer irrigate at night, which is a natural resource disaster because it wastes water. They have to turn it off because they have to work around smuggling schedules. We see massive amounts of trash littered through this area, left by illegal immigrants, and that's not good for the environment either. The trash, is eaten by wildlife, cattle, kills them, and just our communities that were once really, really peaceful, and a farm that was super peaceful is no longer that. And so we cannot allow the open border policy to fuel $1 billion cartel business any longer.
Okay, some people might say it's not an open border completely, but you bring a unique perspective. You're a lifelong resident, you're a farmer, your family has farmed for generations. What has been the change that you've seen over the last few years? Because, of course, this isn't a new subject. I was a reporter there 10 years ago. It was going on then. And I want to, on the back end, take a look at some of our polling numbers. But as a farmer, what is your unique perspective?
So as a farmer, for generations there, we had the guest worker program. We've been close to southern Mexico, but that is not what we're seeing right now. We are seeing, like I said, fentanyl being brought into this country that goes into every area of our communities. Our communities here in Arizona are being ruined. People are afraid to call the police because there's retribution from gangs and cartel if they do, including, there was a farmer down south of us who called because there was human trafficking going on his farm, had death threats for over a year. And so the change to me is just a general lawlessness. And what that creates is everything from the serious things like, one of our neighbors being murdered, to the death of Rob Krentz, to the more petty things like, we're seeing a lot more petty crime of theft, breaking in. Our car wash has been had the money stolen out of it, probably 4 times in the last month or so. And living here, we're pretty isolated. And my 15-year-old daughter has never known what it was like to grow up here before this was going on. It's been going on a very long time. And we've had to barricade our farm so that vehicles can no longer come through. Now we just get foot traffic, but at least you don't get the massive smuggler vehicles going through. And so we were spending thousands of dollars doing that. We're still repairing that stuff. And so I hate to kind of say it this way, but when we were building all these fences, we're thinking the wall is definitely a deterrent down on the southern border. And since the Biden administration's new policies, it definitely feels like there's an open border, the amount of trash in the desert, the amount of crime that's up. And so we cannot revert to being Arizona, the Wild West, where lawlessness is just allowed to reign.
Okay, I want to take a look at some of our numbers from this exclusive NewsNation poll. We found 51% of Americans support releasing apprehended families into the U.S. What is your reaction to that statistic as a farmer and a lifelong Arizona resident?
So I think it's interesting that they're phrasing it as families. What we used to see families. Now we're seeing a lot of military-aged male. They're not necessarily from Mexico or even South America. We have them housed in hotels all over Arizona because the Biden administration will not deport. We don't know their immunization status. We don't know their criminal background. I do know that the drug business is booming. Trafficking is booming. People are being brought across by cartel. Last I heard, it was about $6,000 to be paid to be trafficked by Sinaloa, which has pretty much control of this area. And those people who are trafficked have to pay that back working here in the United States to cartel. And if they do not pay it back, they start losing relatives and have bodily harm occurred. So we have a situation where this isn't some people coming here for a better life. We have a situation of indentured servitude. We have a situation of people who are being, women who are being raped coming across, children who are being abused, men who are being extorted to carry fentanyl in backpacks across the desert. And so this idea of this is just some friendly immigration situation is just flat not true. It's about drug smuggling, human trafficking, and it's destroying the fabric of our communities. It's hard to do business. It's destroying the fiber of our families. And, I live in a community that is majority Hispanic.
All right, Tiffany Shedd, I'm sorry to cut you off. I hate to cut you off, but I'm sorry, we have to run. We appreciate having you on this morning.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.